And welcome back, people, to our second part of the Menagerie of Cerulean Springs Nights.
Hello.
Hello.
That wasn't a yawn. That was a hello. Yeah.
We left off earlier with Annabel McCleary calling you to a meeting in a private location tonight at dinner. And a bit of a discussion on how to handle that, considering that Moria just got a taste of the party's social grace. Or absolute lack thereof.
Call it what it is, it's dysfunction.
Yeah, it is.
God.
That's for real. Prior to Lemuria, our only saving grace was Nano.
Yeah.
But yes.
God. Candace's sister is gonna be so disappointed.
As you, what are you doing before the meeting?
I want to get from everyone notes on what they actually want to find out why we're going to this meeting.
Well,
We feel
And
good
if they
about
can't
what
come up
happened.
with a good enough excuse, they don't get to come along.
fuck. Alright.
You can't stop us.
You really can't.
We all have the location.
I can't stop you, but I can make it uncomfortable for you.
Yeah.
Lemuria is just gonna sit on the back seat, constantly wiggling the finger in the ear, sort of thing.
No, I'll just go and have another word with the reporters.
Oh no!
No.
Oh!
Well, I want to know why she sent Janine home and what this job is she has for us. What's this paycheck she says we're gonna probably have to earn?
So she does actually want to see, apparently employ us.
Mm-hmm.
But she's wanting to employ us without going through ARC.
Yeah. I also want to see why she now has the face of a murderer.
Does it occur to you she might have just cut herself shaving?
Oh,
No,
too close.
because on
too
my
close.
original check, Jerry said she looked like she just killed somebody, and I could tell she meant it.
She looked like, even with this interaction, you can tell that she is. How I phrased it is, she's done playing games. Like, she is fucking serious at this point.
Yeah.
She's done playing games or dealing with bullshit. Like, this is the, oh, I'm just gonna kill everyone in front of me if I need to, sort of person.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jerry, did I ever go to get that wire?
Oh, right, the wire. You can definitely find. Here's the thing. What you're looking for right now will be akin to finding a World War II relic, sort of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
an actual wind-up gramophone.
Yeah, exactly. So you're not looking at a small price for something of this nature. You're looking
Wow.
at about 150 credits at the very least for something that you're not even sure is going to work.
Yankees. Oh god, what the fuck? Let's see. Is that for the cassette player or for a wire?
For the cassette player.
Okay. And for the wire?
More.
More? Fuck.
Well, yeah.
Alright.
One is a cassette player. The other is specific spyware equipment.
Okay. Can we at least find a seller for a cassette player?
Oh, you can find sellers, yeah.
Also, even bigger question. Most of Panda's technology they got from, like, their old technology they got from, like, their grandma. Would Panda be able to find something in, like, the attic?
I'll tell you what. You have 2 momentum at the moment. If you want to use it for that.
Jerry, let me stop you right there. You have 5 threat.
I do, I know.
Let me stop you right there.
I mean, let's be honest. At the moment, I'm gonna have to scale it down because we are out of a scene. I need to remember to do that, by the way. Do remind me that I need to do that. I have a horrible memory.
Oh, yeah.
Jerry, you have a horrible memory.
Yes.
Thank
Yes, we're out of
you.
the scene. You need to scale it down.
That is very helpful.
Just letting you know. Yeah.
You go
See,
keep
we've
being
got through
reminded,
that.
you know,
Yeah.
because you have terrible memory.
You have a terrible memory.
I do. Thank you.
Indeed.
We should really stop getting distracted.
Yeah.
We are trying to stream this thing.
That wouldn't be us if we stopped getting distracted, guys.
Yeah, it will help.
It's about heart.
I got another follower, Stas. Thank you for the follow.
Woo! We hope you're enjoying us.
God
That's
knows
what
we
she
are.
said.
Okay.
Alright, so, if you want to use it, to use the 2 momentum to find something in the
Hell
attic,
no.
I will allow it.
We have
Hell no.
altogether 3 momentum. Just a reminder.
Oh yeah, 3
Fuck
momentum.
that. Fuck that. Especially if she might pat me down, because that's always a possibility.
It's
And
a
it might just be
possibility,
taken
yes. It can
It's
be.
a possibility.
Up to you.
Know what? It's been said that I have an old, like, Android phone, right?
I mean, that's a very specific question you're asking me at the moment, and I'm not sure you would have it.
I was only saying so because I said I texted John on a regular phone last session. Do we need to retcon this?
We might, yes.
I don't even think they would sell those anymore.
No, they're not sold anymore. They haven't been sold in forever. Like glasses became the
No.
norm.
Yeah, that'll be the next goal for the fucking next goal for the next junkyard
Just
search.
buy a dictaphone. It doesn't have to literally be cassette.
Yeah, I'll just buy the modern version of a cassette player, basically.
You can, yes.
Dictaphone. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'll be using to record.
Okay. Scale down.
And I'll use my muse at the same time, just in case.
Scale down 120 credits for the dictaphone,
150?
and add it to your inventory.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna ditch the wizard's hat and actually get fancy dressed in my fancy clothes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
remember-
sorry.
Oh, please go ahead.
I was just gonna say that Magpie is gonna dress up somewhat fancy as well. Like,
Ooh.
she's probably gonna go through her dad's wardrobe, just put on like a suit trousers, like a suit jacket, white shirt.
Okay. Good to know.
Alright. So everyone's dressing fancy today, baby. Alright.
Yeah.
This will be the fucking Ocean's 11 shit, alright?
What if
No.
you just don't assume John has anything fancy to wear?
It's just a chat. It's not a heist.
It's not a
It's not a
heist.
grift.
I get it.
It's a chat with a high-profile politician.
It's not
Yeah.
a scam.
It's not a scam. No one said it was a
And it's
scam.
definitely not a hit.
No one said it was a hit.
You say that now.
What did John say?
I said not with that attitude.
No, what did you say about clothes to wear?
I said, "What do you just know? Don has any fancy clothes to wear, and no, he will not be taking donations."
Panda shuts closet behind John. All right.
Aw.
I can see Panda just closing.
John is going to be wearing the clothes with the least amount of dirt or holes in them.
I can see Panda kinda closing John into the closet and going, "You're not gonna come out until you're dressed decently."
Bitch, you better be looking like a goddamn fish prince once you step out this closet.
I mean, it will go depending on what he will take. It will go from eel to clownfish.
You know what? I wanna. Jerry, did I ever finish up those alchemy arrows? The black essence ones?
Not yet. You still need to recover black essence. Like you got 2 out of 3 pieces for black essence.
Oh, okay.
Nano, what
Okay.
are you doing?
What am I doing?
What are you doing? Were you asking us?
No, I was thinking out loud to indicate I heard the question.
Oh, mood.
Are you gonna prepare the cat videos?
Say what?
Are you gonna prepare the cat videos?
I'm sorry, I'm not following. What now?
The cat videos to keep the others distracted while I have the actual.
Yes. Yes, I will in fact do that.
Okay.
Much
We're like children
obliged.
have to be taken. We're like children that you can't find a sitter for, so we have to put something like download movies on an iPad to keep us entertained while you have we're at like the PTA meeting.
Basically. We'll just be like.
Like, oh, the party's gonna be playing Flappy Bird on the other member of the party.
We're competing.
What else is Nano doing aside from preparing distractions?
Well, I do not have a fancy outfit to wear. So,
Are you sure about that?
yes.
The way you
Are you
say
sure about that? Panda just sends Nano a bunch of pictures of dresses.
I mean,
Well, my chart at some point was 6 years old and fond of princess cartoons. So somewhere in a very dark, dusty closet exists a dress that would fit Nano. But nobody needs to know.
have you guys ever seen Belle and the Beast?
Yeah,
Yes.
Beauty and the Beast.
You never go in the West Wing Tower.
Wait. I send Nano the picture of a dark red suit.
Ooh.
So, I haven't actually seen Beauty and the Beast. Please tell me in there's where the Beast dresses up in, like, princess clothes.
I
No,
think
but there is a scene when trying to get him
No.
ready, and he just looks like those like powdered wigs that have like the ridiculous amount of curls and ribbons. They dress him up like that in the beginning.
I am
like, that
British,
one.
yes, I know what you're talking about.
I mean, honestly, I will say if you look
Bro looks
far
like the
enough,
colonist.
I'm sure you can find a version with a Beast trying to dress as a princess.
There are artists for that.
Exactly.
There are artists for that.
Now I really want that fuck. Like, damn. Would be a big mood, honestly.
But
So I will not dress up fancy.
Okay.
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 Just to refocus the conversation.
We had to try.
Yeah, I can't blame you for trying.
Watch me.
Yes, darling, you can dress up fancy, like... You get to be the princess, don't worry.
You say that like his character isn't always in a snazzy suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said I'm getting dressed in it. It never said I'd taken it off.
Exactly.
I mean, you technically have a very fancy outfit that actually gives you a bonus on social defense.
Nothing technical about it.
What else? Could you just kindly remind me what I found on Rockstar's station
Oh, right.
Okay,
You
press
found...
about McQuarrie?
You found nothing specifically about McCleary. But you found someone who was clearly talking in code about the events that were to happen at the Azure Plaza.
Right, I would like to make sure I have those documents handy dandy ready to go.
Okay.
Handy-dandy.
And also saved externally for safekeeping.
Alright.
Because we don't trust people anymore.
We don't trust people anymore.
I mean, I'm surprised you trusted people this far. Like,
Yep.
to begin
I
with.
made that mistake in the first episode. I won't do it again.
So I want to do that. How much time do we have until we need to be...
You will need to be on the road by 6 p.m., I will say. And it's 1 p.m. at the moment.
So there's plenty of time to grab some coffee.
Yeah, there is.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if I can... in any way,
Yeah.
shape, or form, track her whereabouts. Like, retroactively figure out where she's been by, like, street cameras and stuff like that.
Oh no. You...
I can't ask Big Brother where she's been?
No. No, I mean, especially when someone works for Big Brother.
Yeah.
You might have some troubles with that.
Yeah, you might have a point for that.
Excuse me, where is Big Brother? Big Brother?
Big brother, where's big sister?
No, it's not Big Sister, it's his girlfriend.
Oh!
Where is Miss Brother?
Where is Miss Brother? Jerry, can I refill on arrows?
Oh, yeah, you can. You can recover, like, I expect you to recover every time you get away from a fight without running away.
Okay. So,
Oh,
are you
actually-
just saying I'm back at 20 euros again?
Shit, I need to...
Or what?
I need to add rules for that. Fuck.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to add rules for that.
That's why we are doing these sessions, Jerry.
I know. For those of you who don't know, this is a system we are developing at the moment, which is, as you can see, very playable, almost done, but still needing some specifics.
Tinkering.
For
It's in
example,
late alpha. Yes.
recovering arrows, which is actually a thing. I'm gonna add something for that, like probably a percentile roll to see if they break or not.
Okay. But for now, what?
For now, you have them. I'm not that evil of a bitch.
Yay!
Out.
What?
Shit. All right.
Love you.
Oh, you too. So,
All right. So it's 1 p.m.
it's 1 p.m. Yes.
I will work more on my virus then.
Okay.
Unless somebody in the party requires nano, that is what I'm doing.
No. I'll hit Magpie up. Do you want to work more on the truck?
Yeah, sure thing. And that means Magpie will have the suit thing packed up. She's not gonna change it before they have to.
Yeah, well,
because,
yeah, it will be a very
Yeah.
bad idea, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am going to search up and Google and probably keep myself plugged in so I can stay up as late as possible tonight because I don't know how long this is going to run for.
Okay.
But so I'm going to have myself plugged in somewhere and I'm just going to start like trying to Google search all of her various political victories and so on. Anything that I can use to gain like cheap and easy like points with her.
Okay, so
Like just sort of like recite, oh yes, I
Nice.
loved you in such and such rally, which
give me gather information roll.
oh please, do I have good gather information?
You should.
Probably.
It's got worse stats.
It's a start. Or let me remind you,
Oh yeah.
the whole you can find something momentum thing can be used for informations as well.
Nah, this isn't that important.
I'm just gonna drop it
Did
there.
we just gain a momentum?
No,
we
you
have 3
didn't.
momentum.
Hmm?
You had 3 momentum, not 2.
We have 3.
Yeah.
We have
Because I
3.
earned one earlier.
Yeah.
Unless someone wants to give you momentum.
Do I still
Think,
have, I
think.
still have that advantage according to the thing?
Yeah, you still have an advantage. You didn't use it.
On the other hand, am I going to get like statistically that is what I should be expecting? That is the
Yeah, I think a 12 should be fine.
Did you roll?
Did he succeed with it?
Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, no, I mean you're looking someone
like I'm
famous.
looking for fan clubs and
Yeah, you're looking someone who is a public figure. So a 12 is definitely more than enough to have at least a general knowledge of a person of
Nice!
a profession.
wait.
Does that mean a momentum?
That's a momentum.
Oh,
That's
well.
momentum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It
That's
is.
a cap 10.
It is a success with the
Back to the
10.
farm!
Woo woo!
I did a thing.
You
Yes.
did a thing. And we're all very proud of you.
But yes, you can see that McCleary's political career mostly started after the gay crash. She wasn't that well known. She was involved into old Colorado Springs politics already, but more as a sort of counselor position. After that, with Marty's gaining in popularity and investment in the city, she clearly had a lot more backing up, a lot more backing her up. There you find the news about her child missing during the gay crash. You find information about her activism in terms of accepting the new changes of the world and basically rolling with them and moving along with them. You know, the gay crashers, the magic. She's always been very outspoken on how these are things that people need to embrace and need to actually work with always been very anti-humanist. She is on the left wing. She's Democrat. Democrat with some reservations, some will say, because still corporate stuff and everything. So
Yeah,
Oh, so she's moderate.
yeah, well, I mean, who isn't in this day and age? But
Yeah.
people seem to
As
be.
that from the humanists.
Aside from, well, I mean, technically, you're not wrong.
My mom.
And you do find out that since her rise in power and her election a couple years ago as one of the main governors of Cerulean Springs, she was in stark contrast with the Republican Party, which was
pro-humanist.
no, not pro-human. This is the fun part. Her political opponent is Fenton
The
Ladies,
gate crusher.
who is a gay crusher, but is on a conservative spectrum. You know about, like, I will say, looking into the whole career, you will find this information as well. He has ties with Lifecraft instead of Martis. And he is a staunch conservative. So, still, you will say anti-magic, not anti-magic, but as in heavy regulation of magic. And
Bastard.
and society's society's current advancements in legislation of a lot of weird things, for example, drugs, prostitution, things like that. The weird thing is, he clearly isn't a humanist, and he's a gay crusher. He is actually a zoomorph of a bird variation, eagle, and one of his defining speech is an eagle eye on the issues of our society.
Okay, so he's a gay Republican.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much that's.
Republican.
Okay.
He's a gay publican.
Gay Republican. All right.
Republican.
Huh. It feels like we have one of those running for office.
No, he's still a Democrat.
In spirit.
He's a Democrat by a technicality.
Alright then. So, any particularly, awesome rallies that she's run, or
Oh, she's been
particularly
in
good speeches?
one specific speech has been one of her memorial events. Actually, it was the year before this, like 2068 memorial event for the Gay Crush, where she gave a very heartfelt speech about acceptance and trying to solve the problems of Old Town and connecting a lot with the people of the rally.
Okay. Just as long as I can use these later.
I'm gonna tell you something. And this might be actually a rule that I'm gonna have to make. You are currently equipped for social combat.
I am?
Well, you are looking information, you're trying to gain an edge on what you're trying to do. If you use this, you're gonna have a +1 on charm rolls.
Okay.
If you use these points. So once used, this is gonna give you a +1 on the next, I will say, 3 social rolls if needed, with this person.
Okay, great. So even if the rest of the party goes
You can try to defuse the
Mental.
situation, and you can try
Yeah,
to.
I can go. Well, now they're there, right? How about we have a glass of? Well, you have a glass of wine, and
I don't.
How about I have a glass of air?
By the way,
I can pretend. Damn it, Panther.
I will say this: as you look into the various things, you will see little banners that do say that there are possibilities for Sins to enjoy certain things. It's expensive, but it's doable.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of people do get their brains into Sin bodies, so they will still want certain things.
Point is, I'm not going to be drinking any wine.
Not tonight, everybody is.
Okay.
But you can work into getting the possibility to do that.
I believe that would be transcending the metal.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Cool.
But yes, so. Are you all prepared?
Yep, I think so. I think I'm
Yeah.
prepared. No one's really told me anything about everything. I still wouldn't know what the hell this Red October bullshit is.
Oh yeah, you don't know anything about Red October. That's true.
Prepared as could be.
I think we're ready as can be, knowing that you're at the steering wheel of the quad. Like you throw
Yeah.
the curveball.
Magpie and the Panda decide which
Yes.
one of you wants to do the crafting roll to start the design on your truck. And remember,
I
whoever
have-
is helping, +1 for and another +1 for every 2 points in the relative skill that you are using to help.
I have 1 in crafting, but I have plenty in engineering.
have-
So
I have +3 in crafting.
Considering this is the design process, I will say Magpie is probably the one to use engineering to design the thing and then crafting the thing.
okay, so this is a mechanical thing, right?
Yeah, mechanical engineering.
Yeah.
How much for the
And-
bonus from Panda?
Let's see. When it comes to engineering, Panda has 2.
Okay, so that's 2 points from you.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 points in either case,
That-
even if you're using crafting, because
That means that's +7, 19.
you are laying out all the various little like where to bolt the armor plating, how to make it work with what you have without making any sort of problems into the functionality of a vehicle. Yeah, you're
Nice.
making progress. You're gonna need 2 more rolls to finish the design, and then you're gonna go over to crafting. Well, not now the rolls. Like the rolls are gonna be when you have time. This is
Okay.
the start of the process.
Did you hear
Because
me
we started
typing?
at like
Yes, I did.
we started like an hour 30, like 1:30ish.
Yeah.
We're starting. How long is it gonna take?
You're gonna take there until I will say 4 p.m., which is when you might want to start rallying people and heading towards the area. You're waiting
Okay.
there by 6.
Cool. How many rolls can we get in before 4?
That one. Or I will
That one. Oh
That
shit.
one. That
It's
single
just
one.
basic designing. God damn.
Yeah, look, we still need to take a shower before we go and dress up. Like,
All right.
come on, bro.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. I suppose you're driving, Magpie?
Yep, as usual.
Your pickup truck
Hell yeah.
goes about and collects the rest of the menagerie. Bit cramped, honestly, between Panda,
Vroom,
Nano,
Hey,
and
I'm in the back. I'm
Yeah.
in the back.
I believe I am as well.
Okay.
Ah, nice. Welcome to the cool kid seat.
You follow the directions to this place, and you can see that the house you've been invited to is a compound. Not exactly in the city, slightly out.
Oh shit.
It's still in the relative safety of the city, right? But it's very private, you will say.
Mm.
It's a two-story house that develops more in width and territory than in height. And you can see Janine waiting near the gate. She is well dressed and looks scared.
Oh.
User sir, Janine, what's going on? Status update?
I'm fine. It's just you guys better come in.
Holy in hells.
I swear to God, if I got dressed up for a murder scene.
Oh boy.
God.
You see one of the guards at the gate opening up for you, and basically you have a little bit of an overlay for your card to follow. And as soon as you come out, one of the bodyguards will require you to turn off all recordings. And we're not giving you the same sort of software that you use Magpie, but you can. Nano and who has an XPT, give me a hacking roll or an awareness roll. One of the two.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, let me see. Awareness is probably better for me.
Shit!
I guess this is the time to start recording on my, Jesus fucko.
Holy shit.
That's not
Mine
momentum,
is
but that's
a bit
really
lower.
fucking good. Nano, you do recognize that there's someone closely monitoring your activities. And with that success, you will know that whoever it is probably has a read on EM, on electromagnetic signals as well.
How closely are they monitoring me?
Very closely. You are all being, like, from that, you know that you are all being watched at the moment by not only one hacker, probably more than one.
Okay.
Greetings,
Would
Watcher.
this
You see on your muse system going... On your muse system, there's a little winky face going... Never pretended to be hidden, sort of thing. And the little...
Like the emoji ninja.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it goes, "Hi, have fun. Close all. Remember that we can see everything."
Question, would they be able to recognize the dictaphone?
It's still an EM signal that they will need to check into.
Ah. Turn it off.
So,
Watchers, would you
Jesus.
also like access to the cat videos I prepared for my companions?
cat videos.
Panda walked in with their cat video on.
Uh-huh.
I take it that's not what anyone on the stream was expecting.
So, as you are greeted by this, Janine comes to you guys and goes, I knew it was something wrong, but I think this is bigger than I expected. She's inside. Come in, come with me. And in this silence, with these Marty's guards just looking at you very carefully, she brings you up this winding path towards the entrance of a house. The door opens, and you can see Miss McCleary waiting with that same cold expression on her face. And John,
Yeah.
where's the screen?
Okay.
On the screen, you see a familiar face. Battered, bruised. But you recognize him.
Is he?
Yeah. McCleary looks at you and goes, so, welcome to my house. I hope you didn't find any sort of trouble to get here. How are you doing? I'm afraid I wasn't really that polite this morning, and Janine indeed have a point about this whole situation. Mind you, I still don't like the way she made that point, but a point nonetheless.
The method might not have been the best, but the intentions were good.
Well, in this job, intentions are only part of the equation.
Sadly, that is true.
Please sit down. And she gestures in this. The house is very modern in decor. The light is nice and subtle. It's perfectly architectured to be comfortable. She gestured to a table and goes, please sit down, dinner will be served very soon. We do have a recharge station for those of you who have other needs as well. And you can see a couple of seats preparing the table.
I will nod in greeting to them.
They nod back.
Magpie does the same.
I will do the same. It seems polite to do.
They
And,
nod.
sit down.
I'm going to eye them carefully.
As this all happens, McCleary looks at the screen and goes, as you can probably imagine, this is a very off-the-book sort of encounter. But again, as you can probably surmise by the presence of people from Marty's in this compound, this is all being cleared. Now, the only question is, what part are you going to play into all this? And I will say, before we start discussing, I will say to consider this very carefully, because, well, there are only a few wise choices here.
Now would not be a good time for me to go. By the way, I loved your speech the other.
I mean, if you want.
Oh boy.
Wouldn't be a good time, but if you want.
I mean, you can do it, but
Can I
at
roll
what cost?
awareness
I mean, it's still. I will say
to just.
it will still give a good impression of saying, "Oh, we actually want to work with you, and we don't hate you, and are you just under threat."
Yeah, that's probably a wise way of approaching this.
I haven't expressed any of my hate to her yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, regardless of whatever that fellow up there is, I think I speak for all of us, and I give the rest of the party an eye
We nod.
when
Yeah,
I say that we are entirely in the service of whoever our employers are. Whatever time.
Well, that is a very commendable work ethic.
And can I just say, if Synths had the vote, I would have voted for you.
Oh, thank you. Even despite that little blunder at the plaza, I suppose.
That was like a wave a dismissive hand at the rest of the party. I have been assured that little outbursts like that will not happen again.
Oh, well, definitely not. Well, actually, that is one of the reasons why I have you all here, but honestly, this is more personal than about the plaza
Hey, Jerry?
itself. Yes?
Out of character, can I say Panda is chewing on like 5 pieces of gum?
Yeah, you can. Do
God.
give me,
Why are you giving
Very
me
silently.
negatives for every roll I'm trying to make?
Give me an
I'm
evasion
trying to stay
coordination.
quiet.
Give me an evasion coordination to see if you choke on that, because it's 5 pieces at once.
You can't handle 5 pieces of gum?
I have a
You
small
can't handle 5
mouth.
pieces of gum? As you can probably tell, Panda has a big mouth.
Yeah. It was a joke anyway.
And there's a horse lady.
But yeah,
I mean, he's a centaur.
Yeah.
McCleary gestured to sit, and you can see that like the moment Janine comes in, Panda, you can see immediately. I was joking, for fuck's sake, and you
God.
still choke.
No, you were joking.
Well, you are choking. You're right.
Ugh.
Now that we found out that you can, in fact, incompetently chew gum. It wasn't possible before, but then you rolled it.
God. Panda takes the gum out of their mouth, puts it in a little pouch, takes out some Sour Patch Kids.
McCleary looks at you and goes, "Oh, please, don't waste your appetite. I do have quite a good meal planned for you."
Just massaging my temple.
Okay. Thank you.
But yes, as you can see Janine come in, you can immediately recognize why she's so unsettled, and you can see it in how she completely avoids to look at the screen. Like, she does her best not to look at it.
We're
McCleary-
gonna be
Hate that.
fed Red October roulade.
Red October roulade.
Roulade? Roulade? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Roulades.
Roulade.
So the screen, is there? Can he see us too, or can we just see him?
By the way, he's looking at you with the eyes swollen and the mouth gagged. Yes, he can see you.
I will just say to Miss Bisk, like, what a nice pet you have there.
At
Hannah busts out laughing.
at Bisk or at McCleary.
Well, McCleary, yes, I'm bad with names.
Oh
Do I see where the camera is for
no, you can't. You don't have a read on where the camera or on what room that will be.
No,
No, I
the
meant like that's pointing towards us so that I can
our
like,
webcam.
let my cover know that
Oh
one's
yeah, no,
there.
you can definitely see a little dot on the screen that will probably be the webcam.
John's just gonna
Dude,
look
he got
directly at
fucked
it,
up.
get a subtle, like a small nod. It's like
It looks at you and
trying to like say like I got the SOS kind of thing.
you can see a little nod from Honey as well.
This is... Thieves can't bullshit.
And McCleary goes, looks at you, McCleary goes, "Oh, why, thank you. I have to say, it took me a while to cross that line, but you'll probably understand why in a bit." She sits down and starts sipping wine, looking, and every time, give me a sense motive, please. And
Everyone.
Oh, God.
Lemuria, you
All
have
of us,
what?
all
Yeah,
of
all
us
of you.
rolling sense mode.
Yeah, Lemuria, get that +1 for that good entrance.
That's the attempted good.
God.
13.
8.
Amazing.
I'm so glad Jerry didn't say like something like, getting disadvantage on this because you hate her.
16 for Scal.
Oh,
I'm typing my shit in. Hold on. Oh, he's God. 11.
11. Nano?
Nice.
There we go. Scal. You are the only one who sees it. Because she's fucking good at her job.
But I'm better.
You can see that every time she looks at whoever is on the screen, there is very well hidden utter contempt. By what you're seeing so far, this person is not coming out of wherever he is alive.
Mm-hmm.
Unless someone manages to convince her to not make it so.
Mm-hmm.
She turns back from the screen and goes, "So, I suppose you have questions. Shall we begin with
yes.
the meeting?"
What happened on Red October?
Well, she gestures at the screen.
Oh!
I could hear the ball drop from here.
Everyone Panda just face palms. Yeah.
I feel that this is an error on your part because you failed to ask your party what it meant.
I repeatedly asked. No one answered me.
Uh,
I asked, and everyone just
still?
went, "Oh, very quiet. Oh, look, I'm making arrows."
Sorry. I feel like I've been hit in the face.
With the question, where's Red October? I don't care what you did to him. I just need to know where he is. You would have guessed it was a person.
Yeah, probably. But this is funnier.
It is.
yeah.
You
What did
see,
you
And
think
I am
this
nothing
was?
if not
Trigun?
willing to take up the idiot ball for the sake of dramatic comedy.
you see, Mr. October has been a bit of an acquaintance of mine in the last month or so.
He looks like he's been acquainted to someone's backhand.
Oh, not only the backhand, trust me.
Hell yeah, get the front too.
You see, what I'm about to tell you is not going to come out of here, and even if it does, no one will believe you, and even if someone would, they probably will end up dead. I hope this is clear to you by now.
Okay.
Magpie just nods.
Good.
Shrugs.
You are probably aware of my family predicament for the last years. What you're probably not aware of is the true circumstances of that. But before I go any further, please, if you have any questions, let's get them out of the way now, so we don't have to, so I can just explain what I want from you, and we can deal with this properly.
If we have any what? Sorry, you cut out there.
Any questions, please?
Oh.
Let's
She had a
get,
frog in her throat.
let's get them out of the way now, and then we can discuss anything else later.
Well. Alright then, what's the job you wish to hire us for?
What I wish you to do for me is finding someone.
You cut out a lot there.
What I wish you to do for me is recovering a person on my behalf.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm willing to pay you for this is a lot. You're looking at 2,500 per capita.
Each?
Yes.
Okay, having a look around the house, how much is that worth to a woman like her?
I mean, considering the sort of job that they're hiring you to do, considering that it might not be a certainty, it's a decent price. Like we're looking at black market.
I'm not asking
price.
how much that money is to us. I'm asking how much that money is to her.
Like how
Not
much
too
per
much.
pocket? Okay.
Not too
Yeah.
much, but at the same time, by the way she said that, she's probably open to perhaps
Negotiation.
negotiation of sorts.
And is this the upfront money to engage our services?
You want them up front? I can arrange that.
We're going to want assurances up front. If we're working outside Ark. Yes, it is
Ark,
Ark.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
If we are working outside Ark, then we need our own forms of insurance.
What would you consider good insurance?
Well,
500? 700?
not money. Money is nothing to someone like you. However, I'm going to point to the screen. That looks like it might be something to you.
She arches a brow and goes, I mean, define something aside from trash, but still might be useful.
Power move.
What I mean is, you could give us, I would say easily you could give us 10,000 credits each, and then still stiff us on the final payment and not suffer an ounce of financial regret. What we need is something with a bit more emotional clout.
Okay.
Meaningful collateral.
Yes.
And what does that have to do with it?
That up there is something that you are very, very fond of at the moment. Otherwise, you wouldn't be keeping it on display for us.
Oh, I mean, not that fond per se, but my crew did find a certain message that passed through that slipped through the net. She looks at John and goes, "I believe it. You received it, right?"
Possibly entirely sure what your two is, but I didn't receive a message.
You cut out a lot from her.
Sorry. Possibly. I'm not entirely sure what the message you're talking about is, but I did receive an SOS.
She moves her fingers, and on the screen you can see the same message that John received. You see, I'm not a hacker myself, but luckily I work for a company that has a lot of them.
Yes, the United States government.
Well, technically.
Artist.
I'll ruin the bloody entendres, don't you?
I didn't say anything up.
Now, it's possible that some messages do escape certain safety nets, but it's not hard to find out where they went when you know the origin point. I thought that, considering your inquiry this morning, you might have wanted to have an insurance that I was actually following through to my word.
And I'm thankful that you did.
Now,
I'm
is...
very glad to know that you two know each other, apparently.
Oh no, the only time that I've seen this fine young man is during the events at Azure Plaza, but data don't lie. A Muse system received a message that Muse system is here, the Muse system is here. By the way, I don't think I caught your names. I know Panda here, I've seen the news.
Yep, that's my name, Panda. No, it's just Panda, yep.
God, I hate to
And,
test people who dumps that charisma.
I am Nano. It's a pleasure to meet you again.
Pleasure to meet you too.
Magpie at your service.
Good to know.
Lemuria to be employed.
Which is gonna happen soon if everything goes well.
John.
John, a pleasure. So, if you don't have any other questions, I think we can start discussing the job. And I guess I can give you some answers as well on what happened. Now, you see, I've been a politician for most of my career. And since the whole business, the whole corporate intake of the United States and, the Federated Territories, it's been a very much more cutthroat job than it used to be. Now the gig rush happened. Now I'm sure you all know about my son. You probably read it somewhere. Would expect people like you to actually look into who they work for.
Dear God, please say that was one of the things I read.
You did.
We are aware, yes.
I'm gonna nod then.
Yeah.
Well, you probably what you heard about is that my Jonathan disappeared during the gay crash. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And actually, he's been in the basement with a horrible deformity ever since.
Not exactly. He's always been a very sweet, shy kid. And you can see the moment when she starts talking about Jonathan. She is emotional. Like you can still see that emotion.
I got vulnerability in a politician.
I know,
This
right?
is like a white rhino.
Oh.
The gay crash wasn't really kind with my Jonathan. It's been difficult. My son had a very peculiar mutation for his character. His strength, his body, they all completely changed. Just in a
Wait.
couple nights.
Was he the giant gatecrasher that night?
Are you saying this out loud?
This is out
No.
of character. I'm just like,
And she goes, we tried to live with it, but he was so young, he was so shy and was so sweet, and people couldn't see him for what he was. And after the 3 weeks, when everything was starting to go back to normal, there's been a couple incidents and he ran away. I never managed to find him. As you know, the Muse can't be installed until 18 years of age. They didn't have any leads and everything was still being rebuilt. My associates, considering the position we were in, and considering that I couldn't lose everything, and maybe have him come home to a broken house with no money, no security, I had to take a choice. And I chosen to maintain his lifestyle, to maintain what he would find back home as a good home, a stable home, a wealthy home.
Understandable.
Magpie is sort of growing a bit paler. She is not saying anything, though.
Now,
Would you happen to have a visual
well,
of the person we are to recover?
I do, don't worry, we'll get to that. But first I want you to understand why Alter Plaza happened. You see, a certain someone, after so many years when I lost all hope of finding my Jonathan, came to me about 2 months ago and started blackmailing me with knowledge of my son's whereabouts. And at this she looks at Honey. Now I don't know if this person is working with someone. Trust me, I've been trying a lot to extract that information, and I will consider it an extra if you guys will go down and have a bit of a chat as well. Hell, I could give in 500 credits more to whoever gives me that information. I have suspicions, which is why Martis is helping me at the moment. But what certainties?
We have also been following leads to figure out who was responsible for what happened that night. We would be more than happy to compare notes and maybe help each other acquire new information.
Are you talking about the event or about about who Red October is working for. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. I did it. They blackmailed me. They had my fucking son.
There are a few technicalities in that statement. For I believe you are not capable of interfering with the ritual as has occurred here. Correct?
Not me.
You simply allowed it to happen because you were out of your depths. Correct?
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
I believe you. Safety of one's charge is the greatest priority, isn't it?
Yeah.
I made a lapse in judgment. I contracted someone. I was very specific that it shouldn't have been any loss of life. It should have been easy, just the ritual fizzled out and didn't work, maybe put a little bit of dread in the people and everyone walked away disappointed. That was the idea. Everyone is alive.
Was there a background? Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
What, did you conduct a background check on the person you contracted?
He was one from the boards. You don't really have a lot of background checks on those people.
No. Regardless, we would love to receive his contact information from you for our own investigation. After all, somebody shall have to receive punishment for this.
If you want
and it would be preferable if it wouldn't be our client now, wouldn't it?
Fair point. If it would help, like if you want to follow up on that, I will give you that information after you recover my son.
That is a very acceptable term. I believe this is part of what my associate referred to as payment more valuable than additional money.
She looks at you, Lemuria. Will there be any sort of agreement to the statement?
I'll seem to weigh it up in my head and then nod.
Well, yes, you will have the contact information. And yes, Janine, that is why I wanted you out. I just didn't know what would happen. Just didn't think that would happen. Janine kind of nods a couple times. Stays silent and continues to carefully avoid that screen.
Ma'am, may I ask?
Yes?
Are you aware that the humanists left the premises before the ritual occurred?
I have to say I noticed that. Not sure why.
We are following a lead that indicates they have been communicating with somebody before the ritual, and they have been warned during.
Do you have any
On
proof
the
of
humanist side, we know Rockster is the contact.
that? The moment you mention Rockstar, there's this sort of sneer on her face. Kind of, fucking asshole.
Oh, that's something we agree on. Magpie just mutters.
God, I'm gonna kill me a hoe.
What?
I said, I'm gonna kill me a hoe.
More cat videos to Panda.
Not gonna kill McCleary. She saved my girlfriend's life. This is why she's alive. Also, the incredibly dangerous situation we're in.
Yes, I mean that's a fair order point to that whole thing.
Yeah. Also, she basically just gave us, if we do this, we want the location of the person that really caused it, and that's paramount.
So
Then I can really punish.
So you're telling me that the humanist knew about what was gonna happen?
Yes.
Do you have any conversation? I can, at the very least, give it a look. I had contact with a person. I can see if I can.
What was the guy's? Oh, that was a different guy. That was not the contact. That was the guy who
Did the math.
got the. Yeah.
The gate crashers. Yes, no, that's not the one.
Yeah.
We are working closely with the police, as per your suggestion, this morning, and we have access to all the information we acquire.
She kinda smirks, goes, I should have known Goodman had something else in mind. He's a good person. Too bad for the job he's in.
We agreed that it would be more beneficial for the investigation to be allowed to continue moving at the time being. Which is why events happened as they happened.
I see. Anyways,
Not that it was up to us.
I mean,
We-
it is now. You've been
We
making
simply
moves.
We simply hope that our assessment of you still was correct, as in the fact that you would not intentionally harm people.
I will never. I have fought for these fucking towns.
I'm gonna glance and like my eyes will flick to the screen. I would never hurt anyone. Someone is hanging through that.
Ted is just nodding.
I mean, define person.
Yeah.
What is this red? Okay, it's a person. It is a male. I'm assuming adult person.
He is
So
a
a fish
male gate
person.
crusher who has similar mutations to John, but not as
John.
a fish, but more as a merman.
And
Okay.
they have a history together.
Okay.
Yes.
We've had a run-in with this person where we had to go rescue John from a stabbing, and he
The
was
context of
seen-
that was the
And
context
he
of that one was I was away during one session because I was moving states, and so while I was listening to it, and while this was going on, I gave Jerry the explicit permission to throw in a bloody and beaten John at the end, and that's how that came into me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I entered that next session trapped in a box.
Yes.
and
After.
then we also spotted him for a information drop-off.
Okay, I don't need the full history of the character. I just wanted to know what the hell I was looking at.
Yeah.
Fish bitch.
Okay, so after McCleary says that she didn't mean to harm anyone, like Magpie is just gonna look at her and just say, in that case, I feel like an anonymous donation to the victims' families would be in order.
I already took steps towards reparation. Don't worry.
Good.
I might. Honestly, yes. I can see the optics at the moment. I'm a psycho bitch. We got you all here in front of someone who is clearly being tortured. On the possibility that you will die if you say anything, but I'm not heartless. I will
may I-
Glad to see we agree on something.
I will still follow up to that if you give me a reason to.
May I just go in to exchange some words with Red October, please?
Well, ideally, he was going to be part of our initial agreement.
Yeah. Out of
Irrelevant.
character, I have to go in a couple minutes.
Okay. I mean, we
Yeah,
could
hope
just
people move.
we could just consider the panda is sitting in a corner.
Yeah.
Not
Watching
wrong,
cat
videos.
not doing anything.
Watching
And
cat
that is
videos.
Watching cat
calming
videos.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yes, we're just vibing, alright?
Alright. At your request, she snaps her finger and suddenly there's audio from a thing, and someone pulls down the gag from his mouth. Fuck!
What I meant is, may I go in there? I will not do anything to your guard. I will not free him, I promise. I just want to be up close and personal with him.
She arches a brow and goes, I mean, on the first part of your sentence, you wouldn't.
Magpie, I think there's context there.
Magpie just craves the physical contact with his face.
Magpie, it sounds like you want to fuck a fish.
No, well, I sort of, yes.
In a way.
I am so lost.
I mean...
Also, yes, I did say that out loud. I'm too distracted by Janine.
We shall all remain seated at the table for now, Miss Magpie. There will be time for that later.
Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure about my sources, but do I need to thank you for letting me get my hands on this piece of shit? It was very wounded when I got him.
Yeah, there's reasons for that.
That would be at the courtesy of our friend John. He harmed him, we armed back.
Yeah.
Huh.
We look after our own.
Just like you
I hold Janine tighter.
Just as you prioritize the care of your son, we prioritize the care of our group.
So you will understand why I did what I did. I am glad.
I understand. I just think you should still feel guilt.
Oh, trust me. I will have a lot more time to live with my choices after I know my son is safe.
Great.
Red
Anything
October,
I can
can you
do?
hear us?
Yes, I heard everything.
Very
Great.
well.
Fuck you.
Fuck you too, you
Alright,
piece of
I
shit.
I accidentally
You know it.
I accidentally dropped out of the call. What did I miss?
Oh, no, for that. Just
We can now talk to Red October if we want to. Over video chat.
Yeah, it's just a Skype call.
Yeah, you just see Magpie quietly mutter something under her breath, like angrily, like her, yeah. And,
John's going to address McCleary. Is there anything I can do to persuade you to take him off your hand?
I still need information from him. You can extract
What if I
them.
told you I knew the information? I know who he's working with.
Well, no, but what?
Do you now?
I do.
Well,
Me and Mr. October have a bit of a history together. We share a few stomping grounds recently. Informed of a meetup he had.
you're silent at the moment.
Sorry. I forget that my mic has to, like, this is not in like a group, so you can't hear me whisper or like hear me when I get to a low voice. And I actually have to talk a little louder. You see, me and Mr. October have a bit of a history together. And because of that, we share a few stomping grounds, and I happen to have visited one recently and was informed of a meeting he had with another politician.
And who would this politician be? Like, she is staring at you, and there's no need for sense motive. She is like, the moment you start speaking about this, she is one step from giving orders.
I need assurance that that he, pointing at Red October, is going to come out of this alive and tell you this. Need your word.
Now, that's a tall order, but I'm sure you can understand that if you give me a reason and time to verify what you're saying, I might be able to acquiesce that request.
I can give you the name and someone to back up that information.
Alright.
Do I have your word that he'll leave alive?
Alive, yes.
Had a
These are
whispers.
new-
You could beat him a little more. Just a whisper. You could beat him a little more.
Did you have to go?
They just said they were gonna arrive at 5, so I guess I'm here for a little bit, bitch.
Please let me into the same room as Red October. Just for one moment.
One moment.
One moment.
Let all of you calm down.
Shall we propose a trade?
We're
If we manage to recover your son for you, we will bring him to you right into your awaiting arms, and we will take Mr. Red October off your hands and leave with him so he no longer bears a problem on your life.
I mean, here's the thing, he's still working for someone. I want to know who.
And we have the information we seek.
I just need your word that you're alive if I give you the information and a way to back it up.
You have my word.
Thank you. I am aware you're familiar with a Mr. Laylas, or how the hell the eagle guy.
Fenton?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yes,
Yes.
Fenton.
Yes.
The moment, like, as you say that word, you can see her kind of glancing at the screen. And the moment you say it, Honey's eyes go wide.
Oh!
And you can see, like, he's definitely surprised to hear you say that.
That was the right person, though, from like the end of it.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
telling the right person, right?
Yeah, you were.
Okay. Because I listened back to it too, like last night.
Yeah, no, you.
Yikes, Mikey.
All right, so I'm in the right. All right, so
Yeah, and that's why, like,
Yeah.
you can see that's why Honey is sort of, oh, fuck. Sort of look
Yeah.
at his face.
Oh, the doo-doo bird.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we can still use our mute systems. We just can't record stuff, right?
Yes,
In theory,
Uh,
we can record, but they will know we are.
exactly.
So John is going to send the Muse contact of a certain bartender,
Mm-hmm.
and as well as a message to the bartender saying, I need. No, wait. Do I want to send a message? Send a. Never mind. I'm not sending a message to him. I'm just sending. He can verify to you that about a month ago, correctly, the two of them, or at least someone in the place of Mr. Leilai, had a meeting.
You can see her
Discuss.
using the muse for a moment, and you see one of the people Anyway, I'm gonna know very soon. Now, with that being handled, I will say I can give you the details of your job. On your news system appears a figure. One is a picture of a really, really sweet-looking 13-year-old kid with a t-shirt, playing on the grass outside. You can recognize the house.
Oh, he's adorable.
A picture later, Magpie.
Does he look familiar?
Indeed, looks familiar. Very familiar.
Question, Jerry.
Yes?
What does he look like to Panda?
To Panda, it looks like...
Just like with the knowledge of astral knowledge and how gatecrasher mutations work, what does he look like?
It looks like this massive, we're talking 8 feet tall, muscle-bound, bones protruding from his fist. Goliath of a person.
Okay. Tell the kid.
Magpie looks up at McCleary and just says, I can assure you that he's alive and was last seen wreaking havoc in Old Town. For a good cause.
She froze goes, Old Town? What is my kid doing in Old Town?
Seems that has a reason a lot of kids in Old Town.
Yes, but
He's protecting his kin.
he's my kid. He shouldn't even be near the fucking place.
How old is he now?
He's 17. Like, from...
Still technically a child, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we need to,
He
we
went
can
to the
bring
island of
boys in.
misfit toys.
Technically, we can... He's technically still a minor. Still be taken back home. If we need to, we can authorities into it as a way of assuring that.
Magpie.
Yes.
Yes. You say you've seen him before in Old Town? Was that
Yes.
when you were bringing Dennis home?
The night before.
The night before Dennis?
Yes. The night before Dennis.
Shit. Does my kid know him?
He might have seen him. He might have seen where he went.
People, keep this conversation subvocal. This is private information.
Yes. Subvocal.
They keep forgetting, Jerry. I'm so sorry.
I know, don't worry.
I do my best to teach them, but they just don't listen.
I know.
We're a baby.
In this context of where we are, that sounds creepy as hell.
What?
I try to teach them, but they just don't learn.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
And with that, I would say we can call tonight's session.
Alright.
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 It is so frustrating that
Frustrating?
Straight in.
Frustrating.
that works. Thank you. That Nano can't remember that night.
I know, right?
Only my finals.
I like when you have two characters that like have information, but they're the only ones that have that information, and they will not share it for any other like except for vaguely.
And we
Like,
want to
they'll
fucking
tell
smash you in the head
information,
for
but
it.
they won't-
Okay.
Yeah, they will
Don't-
tell the information, but they won't give how they know the information.
Don't make me inspire trusts on you.
That'll be a hard fucking roll, baby.
Yeah, indeed. That would be a hard fucking roll.
Oh, yes, talent.
It would be a
John
hard
lives in
roll
my-
if I ever had to roll anything.
I'm so sorry, I kept talking.
Like, believe me, I would lose mental stats over this. So that you can
Same.
do it.
Oh, damn.
Fuck.
like, like, I think it's Panda, NaughtyMouse, and Magpie are just like, yeah, we have some shady shit in our past. We ain't giving that up for anything.
Oh yeah, baby.
And then the Murray rocks up and goes, but what if I get you a coffee?
Maybe, but I kind of hate you.
God damn it, he's
But
an
maybe,
asshole.
because then you can teach my kid magic.
He's
Like-
such an asshole, but you can't say no to him.
You can
Just
probably
awful,
get
but you can't
some
say
of the
no.
stuff out of Magpie, but not this particular thing. With
Jerry,
Yes?
just to wrap up on the lighter note, while Lemuria and McCleary were talking, I typed a message in chat
Okay.
for Roll20 because I didn't want to interrupt the conversation.
Okay, let me check. Oh, okay.
And I just would like to resolve that to end the stream on a lighter note.
You can see the moment,
That's
like,
adorable.
as all these happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
You receive a video of puppies back.
Oh,
I am making friends, guys.
Nano has made friends. Oh, oh.
And
I'm
with
gonna send one bag of like a very plushy panda bear rolling down a hill.
oh. you
Jerry, quick
receive
question.
red pandas.
Oh.
I'm gonna send an emoji of a guy bowing down, saying "You win this round."
Oh. Okay, Jerry, one question.
Yes.
Next session, do we start back here or start the next day?
We start right here. Like, this is
Okay,
the big
okay.
reveal going, this is my son. And I wanted to bring it
This
back.
has been such a dum.
I'm sorry I ruined it, but I had such a mind blow there.
I know, I like
No,
that.
what's hilarious is we all thought it was the sun since like episode 3. Like in our hearts, we knew that's just her son.
I didn't. Not all of us. I didn't start picking up on that until you, like, had McCleary to start describing him. It's like, oh yeah,
Oh
yeah.
god.
Mostly I'm being. Oh, I remember listening to this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
some part of me was hoping that for some twist of fate, she would not have seen the mutated state of her son, and it would turn out to be John.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought something like that was gonna happen, or it's Red October or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah.
Nope.
Nah.
Oh, that would have been such a good angle. I could have done that.
God.
Fuck.
No, it was a good angle, but John doesn't have amnesia, so he couldn't pull that off.
Yeah, exactly.
On the
Yeah,
other hand,
John knows who his parents are.
one of us does have amnesia, but is too old for parents.
Well, to be honest, that means you could be her grandparent.
Also, son is described as
Canon.
17. The son is described as 17. John's 28.
This was before we had that information, John.
Yes.
Lemuria.
God.
Hmm.
Now I have to fix the canon by changing the
Lemuria roll for
age.
genetic descendancy.
Annabel, I am your father.
There, Panda's 27.
Nano.
Fix it.
Panda was like, I thought you said Panda was 24.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
Magpie is
am-
25.
I am canonically the ancestor of every gatecrasher,
You are.
and that is canon because I said it in its stream.
You're Kane.
Wow.
That is canon because it is said it on stream. That's
You're
how I got a
so
mansion,
unified.
bitches.
So Lemuria caused the Great Gate Crash. Understood.
He dropped a lot of acid and thought started going, you know what would be really great? and fucking snake people.
Oh boy.
God.
So I did
Nah.
some quick math, and technically Nano is 10.
Oh,
Yes.
Baby mom.
And she already killed people.
Shit.
A lot of people that I don't remember.
Yeah.
Well, she is old enough to go to prison.
that's sort of grim.
Oh,
At
Shit.
least in Britain, the age of that's the age of like knowledgeable guilt or something, or informed guilt, is like 6.
damn.
What the actual fuck?
Wow.
If before the age of 6, you cannot be held accountable for anything you do because you can't possibly know right from wrong. But as soon as you hit your 6th birthday, that is when you partake of the apple of good and evil, apparently, according to British law.
Fucking hell.
Apparently.
Da.
So when did the stream become an educational one?
It's always
It's
educational when
always
I'm actually
been.
paying attention.
Yeah, it's always been.
Does anyone in the chat have any questions?
Yeah, if you have questions, please feel free to ask them.
When did
Yeah.
the older kingdom of the Egyptian end? The Egyptian period end?
Who built the pyramids?
Yes.
What's the
Dr.
meaning
Skell
of
is here to
life?
answer all your questions.
All
How
hail
many
the glow cloud.
God.
All hail the
Hail the glow cloud.
Oh,
Oh,
hell.
No
Oh,
one does it. No
hell.
one does a slice like Big Rico. No one.
Big Rico's Pizza.
Right, now that we've been done for copyright,
Oh god. Fuck. Right.
So here's the thing: the people who make Night Vale are like the sweetest people.
Yes.
So like, I doubt it.
I don't know. I don't trust that happy sounding chap at the start of all the episodes who says thank you. Never trust someone who's always thanking people.
Speaking of, thank you all for coming and watching.
Nani? Nani?
If you have any questions, if you have any anything you would like to say, please. Like we're still gonna be in chat for a while. Speaking of, we do have as Kara just linked, we do have a Discord server that you can join, where you can join our community. Hopefully, it's gonna be growing fast. You can find the link in chat right now. If you missed part of this episode, you can see it on Monday on our YouTube channel in video form, in VOD form, Monday at 7 p.m. CET. Or you can find it as a podcast on Anchor FM.
Or Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast at.
Yes,
Yep.
Anchor FM is just where you upload it. You can listen to it
Yeah.
on Spotify, on Apple Podcast is here, but Google Cast, whatever you want, you can find your platform to listen to it.
Anchor FM sponsor us. We mentioned you so much. Sponsor us.
Exactly. Please sponsor us, Anchor FM.
We need money.
We really fucking
Also,
do.
we're working
Money.
on speaking of money, moolah, dollar, dineros. We're thinking of, we're trying to get our Redbubble off the ground as well. So we'll let you know when something has been posted up on there.
Absolutely.
And when it does, you could definitely thank both of our artists, NaughtyMouse, my guy Leon, and Magpie Kara Fox.
Yo.
Both of them, fucking amazing.
Indeed. We have other shows that we're planning to add to this, and I am so sorry. I know I'm saying this every week, but we're still working on the mechanics videos and on the recaps. But we do have good ideas. Like, probably gonna try to get at least for a stream recap for episode 1 to 15 this week, if we can manage that. I'm not promising anything, but if we can manage it, at least we can start having those videos. And yeah, anything else? Our lovely the lovely artist who did the icons that you see on the screen right now is Kara Fox, and if you can find
Hello?
you can find Kara Fox on the links that she's
Oh boy. Yeah.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to pop off immediately.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Just because
Bye-bye.
I should have, but didn't take a loo break during our actual break.
Oh, I
Lou.
see.
And I can only swim around in my seat for so long. I'll be back. Well, I won't be back. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
And after this, if anyone else wants to share their social media?
At y'all ain't gonna be able to spell that shit. I'll just
Yep.
spell it out here. I'll give y'all my Instagram, yeah. Yeah,
Is
at
it not on the stream?
Not the Instagram, it's
it
the
is
Twitter.
not at
Oh, I
Valor Saint.
Instagram.
That is the Instagram where you could hear your gracious panda sing their little heart out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Sness. We're glad you enjoyed us.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah. We love you.
We do.
Ah.
Who do we have to raid?
I am looking for people.
Okay,
Mm.
let me know when we have a raid target.
Okay. Until then, we are here to answer questions.
Yeah, answer questions.
Ah.
Hope you're all doing okay. Make sure to be amazing to each other, as always.
Yes. Be good beans.
Ease.
Okay. Super Chocolate Bear, they are doing a Super Saturday stream, D&D 5th edition.
Oh, okay.
I will...
Yeah,
These guys.
okay.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to raid Super Chocolate Bear.
I have a question. Does
Oh.
this technically count as an urban fantasy setting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Urban cyber fantasy, yes.
Raid them. Raid them.
Raid,
them.
raid.
Raid Shadow
starting.
Legends.
Oh
Oh
god!
no! Don't come with that trash, please.
No.
We haven't sold out yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. Yeah, please
See ya.
sponsor us, but put the trash where it belongs.
Yeah, like, please, someone go sponsor us. Thank you all, goodbye!
Bye.
Goodbye!
Sponsor us with your local deli mart.
And we